You are welcome to land of rising sun. There is a land that is full of natural resources. Britain divided us during colonization. No, we are generous and industrious. Naturally, we are education and we are loaded. Mentally, we are check out the world. Mbano gakelele, mama and papa can go see different. Because anywhere you from, around the world, come and see who we are. Because you are welcome. Welcome to Biafra. It's over no you anywhere you from, around the world, come and see who we are.
Welcome, Arinze Chukwu.
Welcome to Biafra.
Please like the broadcast. Click like and share. As you connect, you click like and you share. Kemjika Obiechere. Thank you so much for joining, Kemjika. Please share as you join. Click like and share as you join. You click like and you share.
We believe in quality education. We can be partners if you are ready for innovation.
Thank you for joining. Please click the like button and share so that people can join us. It's going to be a quick one. I won't take much of your time.
what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isodo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate everybody who has connected to this very program. Thank you so much for taking your time to join me on this very program. I'm going to have a very short broadcast. I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to send the notification on time. I wasn't free to put up the notification, and I came late. Not the usual time I come online. I came very, very late. So I really apologize to my subscribers. I apologize to everyone, every Biafra out there who has been waiting for this very broadcast. And I thank Chukwu Okabe that I was able to come. You know, we are facing a lot of issues and a lot of challenges and a lot of responsibilities. Sometimes you just have to come because it is something that we must do. It is something that we must do. We can't allow ourselves to be distracted. No matter how busy we are, we always try to come online to speak to Biafran people. So I appreciate everybody that have connected on this very platform, but I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okabe, please kindly like the video and share. Like the broadcast and share. As I always remind you, like and share. Share it in any platform where you belong. Any platform. Make sure you reach out to one person. At this particular point in time, it is not a time that we keep information to ourselves. This is the time that we have to make sure that every information we get is circulated. Make sure you share the broadcast to one person. Share it to one person. Share it on one platform. Any platform you belong, no matter what the platform, share it. Somebody can get an information. Click like, because when you click like, you are equally inviting people and making people to key in. So thank you so much for joining. I appreciate everybody who has made up their time to come and join. I appreciate Irene Zechukwu. Thank you so much for joining, Irene Zechukwu. Thank you so much for joining. Nkem Jika, thank you so much for joining. Nkem Jika, I appreciate you so much for joining. Isioma Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining. Isioma Elizabeth. Pelayo Omobemini, thank you so much. This should be my Odudua brother. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you for connecting. Thank you so much for joining, my Odudua brother. Thank you so much for joining. Chibuike Destiny, thank you for joining, Chibuike. I appreciate everybody who has connected to this very broadcast today. Any place you are joining from, if you are joining from Biafra land, you are joining from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia. Thank you so much for joining. Ichi GI, thank you so much for joining. Uchi, is it Uchi or Ichi? Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you so much. And I welcome everybody that is connected, everybody that is joining. If you are joining from Biafra land, you are joining from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from any part of the world that you are connected to this broadcast, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide you, protect you, secure you, and make you part of those who are going to walk into Biafra alive. We will get into Biafra alive. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what the enemy is doing. We will definitely get into Biafra alive. Thank you so much for joining. Igwe Chong. Very nice name. Igwe Chong. That is a very nice name. Yeah, Igwe Chong. Thank you so much for joining. Igwe Chong. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you so much for joining. I appreciate you. And other people who are still on the comment section that are not commenting, every one of you, I respect you so much. I appreciate you and I commend you for coming. In as much as we came late, not the usual time, still people are connecting. Please, as you join, click like and share the broadcast. Very, very important. You click like and share. It will notify other people. It make other people to join us so that we can be able to pass this message. I'm not going to take much of your time. I will try to pass the straight message as quick as possible, and then we can be able to take our rest. I appreciate everybody who have connected. Today is another milestone. Today is another milestone. As we are drawing very close to Biafra, as we are drawing very, very close to Biafra, a lot of things are happening. A lot of things are unfolding. As we are marching close and drawing near to Biafra, so many things are opening up. And you see, that is why I tell people, if you don't believe on the message of Master Simon Ekpa, that means I don't know what to tell you. You don't believe on the message Master Nnamdi Kanu have preaching for a very long time. And today, Master Simon Ekpa is the one reminding us about all the message that Master Kanu have preached. If you're not still keen in and support Master Simon Ekpa fully, it means you don't know what you're doing. Master Simon Ekpa have said in the past that by the time we approach closer to the time we are in now, this November, that people that didn't believe will begin to believe. By the time we enter December, people who never believed in Biafra will begin to believe. And today, you can see many pages are being opened. Many pages are opening. If you are on social media and today you still don't believe that Biafra is coming, I am sorry. I can't help you. It is a pity. I can't help you. If you are in social media at this point in time, yet you cannot be able to figure out that Biafra is coming in a speed. The nation called Biafra will be born very, very soon. That means you're a joker. I can't help you. My purpose of coming online on daily basis is to encourage my fellow Biafrans. Biafra is a nation that have existed for 3 good years. We fought a war against the world powers. 3 good years. We had everything that makes a nation. We had everything we need to have. A nation that have been for 3 good years until the Zoological Republic of Nigeria took it over. And since then, we have been under oppression. We have been under occupation. And I tell you, that very country is coming back to life. Biafra is coming back to life. It doesn't matter whether you believe it or you don't believe it. It doesn't matter whether you support it or don't support it. Biafra is coming to life because that is the mandate of God. Mandate of Chukwu Okike Abiama. He has given us that mandate that we should go and get it. And I tell you, freedom is not handed out to anybody in the platter of gold. You have to fight for it and take it. You must have to fight for your freedom and take it. That is why we are where we are today. That is why Biafrans are fighting on different fronts today to restore their nation. We want to restore a nation where there will be sanity. We want to restore a nation where people will be respected. We want to restore a nation where people will be seen as human beings. A nation where you can have equal rights. A nation where you can aspire for anything you think of in this planet Earth. And you will get it. That is the nation we are looking forward to. And no man born of a woman can stop us from getting that nation, because the appointed time have come. We have suffered enough. We have cried enough. We have complained enough. We have waited enough. And Chukwu said, move. The time is now. And we are moving. We are moving. In few days' time, Biafra is going to be a reality. In few days' time. You know, for a very long time, I have been making some broadcasts here when I begin to tell people to stock up food for themselves. I have been making broadcasts where I give warnings and tell people, please, as much as you can be able to get, stock up food for yourself. All those necessary food items that you need, stock it up. Stock it up for yourself. I have been saying it and saying it and saying it again and again. Today, finally, that hour has come. The hour has come. You heard our spokesman, Master Samuel, announce the sit at home in procedures. You see how he announced the proceedings of the sit at home. How many days we are going to be sitting at home. I know it's not going to be easy for those who are in Biafra land, but it is necessary. It's worth it. I know it's going to be difficult, but it's worth it. We cannot continue to complain. We cannot continue to cry. This is the time for us to take our freedom in our hands. And we are going to pay that price. Every Biafran, any place you are, you must be ready. And if you somehow think it's a joke, you think it's a play, let me tell you, our spokesperson, Master Samuel, made it clear that the sit at home we are talking about will be enforced. I posted the announcement on this platform. I posted the video. If you have not seen the video, you go and check it out the video. So many of us have seen it in the Master Samuel platform. But I'm going to try to look up the date so that I can remind you of the date. It is this one is not this one will be enforced. It is not the one you say maybe willingly you do it. This one will be enforced. The sit at home will be what? Enforced. That was what our spokesperson said. So you better prepare. You better prepare yourself. Don't go and begin to face what you cannot be able to carry. Do not go and expose yourself to danger. Do not go and expose yourself to danger. This very sit at home will be enforced. And when we say we are going to enforce sit at home, you know what it means. When you hear that the autopiloted IPOB of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to enforce a sit at home, you know what it means. You better not play with your life. You better not there. You better not go and challenge your gods. I have been announcing it for people to get up things to keep them indoor. Get food materials. The time that we know, you know people we are confronting. You know that every time when we have a call for us to sit at home, you will see that the Janjaweed will come out. The Boko Haram military will come out to engage us. And most of the time, the people that pay the price are innocent people who have refused to listen. The innocent Biafran that have refused to listen to instructions, they are the one that always fall victim. I beg you in the name of Chukwu, wherever you are watching this video from, share it, click like and share. Let everybody get this information. This very sit at home will be enforced. Don't expose yourself to danger. It will be what? It will be enforced. And when we say it will be enforced, you know what it means? You know what it means? If you are seen outside, it means you are the enemy. If you step outside, you are the enemy. And anything that happens to you, you will be responsible for it. If the Janja will take your life, your blood will be on your head. It's our responsibility to give you the right information and tell you what to do. All you got to do to stay safe is to listen to instructions. When you hear sit at home, civil disobedient, sit at home, do that. And this is not just like every other sit at home. This is in preparation for the no election. When we say no election, some people think it's a joke. It is not a joke. I am going to announce the date this December. Let me check up the date before I continue. Let me check up the date so that I can announce it so that everybody will hear. Let me check up the date. I hope I can be able to find it. Check up the date. Let me look up the date so that everybody can be able to be reminded. because this is not something we have to play with. It is a very serious issue, and this very one will be enforced. Our spokesperson said it clearly that it will be enforced. Sit at home in Biafra land. I want you to listen carefully so that you can be able to pass the message across. That is why it is important for us to pass the message and make sure you connect more people to hear. This sit at home will be enforced by IPOB, autopiloted by Chukwu Gabiama, under the spokesperson of Mazi Simon Ekpa and on the leadership of Mazi Nandekan. The ESN are going to enforce this very sit at home I'm going to talk about today. Our spokesperson have said it. In a clear terms, it will be enforced. You must have to stay safe. First, December 9th, on the 9th of December. The sit at home stands on the 9th of December. It's a sit at home. Friday, 9th of December, is going to be sit at home. Saturday, 10th of December, is a sit at home. Sunday, 11th of December, is a sit at home. Monday, 12th of December, is a sit at home. And Wednesday, 14th of December, is a sit at home. I hope you had it clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 good days. 5 good days of sit at home, starting from 9th of December. Starting from 9th of December. And I tell you, this sit at home is not like other ones you've been hearing about. This is the liberation of Biafra. This is the liberation movement going on. And ESN are going to come out to enforce the sit at home. Don't say you're not told. Do not say do not go and put yourself in harm's way. Don't say you're not told. If you take it for a joke, whatever happens to you, you are going to be responsible for it. Whatever happens to you, you will be responsible for it. We have been announcing for this preparation for a very long time. The preparation announcement have been made for a very, very long time. And now we have had it again. Prepare yourself. Get things to stock up for yourself. This marked the beginning of the no election in Biafra land. The liberation of Biafra started. Wherever you are, pay attention. You're welcome, my beloved sister, Linda TV Show. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, my sister. So you must pay attention to this time. The sit at home is starting from the 9th of December up until 14th of December. From 9th of December to 14th of December, sit at home. 9th being Friday, sit at home. Saturday, sit at home. Sunday, sit at home. Monday, sit at home. Wednesday, Monday. Tuesday is a break. Monday, Tuesday is a break. Wednesday is sit at home. That is 12 and 14. 13 is not sit at home. 13 is a break. There's a break on 13th. 14th being Wednesday is sit at home. Let me read it again. Friday being 9th, sit at home. Saturday, 10th December, sit at home. Sunday, 11th December, sit at home. Monday, 12th December, sit at home. And again, 14th. 13th is not sit at home. Tuesday is not sit at home. Wednesday, 14th is a sit at home. And I tell you, this is not like every other sit at home you have been hearing. This one is for the liberation of Biafra. When you are hearing that Biafra is going to come in a few days' time, this is the beginning. I tell you, it's not a child's play. It's not going to be easy, but it wants a sacrifice. The only way you can stay safe at this period of time is for you to pay attention to instruction. Follow every single instruction you hear. That is why we keep on reading. I will keep on reading every day. I will keep on reminding you of the date. You have to keep that date at heart. And please share this broadcast so that everybody will get it. Our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, have made the broadcast. I shared it on the very platform. I shared it on my own platform. I share it on my Facebook page. I share it on the YouTube here. Keep sharing. Let people get this information so that they will not say they were not told. This sit at home is not going to be like the ones you've seen before. This one, our spokesperson made it very clear that it will what? It will be enforced. ESN are going to enforce it. And you know what it means for ESN to come in the street. You know what it means. Of course, you know that the stubborn Janjaweed, they are going to engage them. The Janjaweed are going to engage them. And you know what that will translate to. You know what it will translate to. Do not go and put yourself in harm's way. You know that the Janjaweed, each time they come, they always prey on the innocent civilians. They always show their muzzle on their innocent civilians. As for ESN, they are not a match for ESN. They are not a match for ESN. They cannot come out. But they will always go after the innocent civilians. That is why you must have to pay attention to instruction. If you're abroad and you're hearing this information, pass it on to your family. Every single one of us here has a family in Nigeria. Every one of us has families. We have in-laws. We have relatives. Pass the information to them. It is for their own safety. We don't want any Biafran life to be lost carelessly. We do not want any Biafran life to be lost carelessly. If Biafrans must lose their life, we will lose our life fighting. We will not die like cowards. If Biafrans must lose their life, they will lose their life fighting for their freedom. And it worth it. Because it's about our unborn generation. We don't have a nation. We don't have a home. Our dignity and respect have been taken away from us. The only way we can restore it is to fight and take our freedom back. And that hour has come. That hour that Mazen Nanakan spoke about has come. And if you by any means think it's a joke, so many of you must have seen the videos that are circulating, which I posted also on my Facebook page. The Fulani terrorists, the Fulani Janjaweed themselves, they know very well that we are not joking. The Fulani Janjaweed, they know, and they are working with our time. They know that we are not for a joke. Even when you that is a Biafran is supposed to take the issue serious, you are not taking it serious. But the Fulani Janjaweed knows that we are not joking. And they are not taking us for a joke. So many of you must have seen videos. How they are vacating Biafra land. They charter luxurious bus and they are leaving Biafra land back to the north. Luxurious bus conveying them. Luxurious bus, not one, not two, not three, not four. More than 30 luxurious bus carrying them. And this is the only one you saw in the daytime. In the nighttime, this movement has been going on recently. This movement has been going on recently until it was captured clearly on video and shared. And he saw them. They were using police escort to go back. They were using police escort to go back to the north. This is when you see certain things that happen, you begin to know that it is no longer time to play and begin to joke. You see these people. Every time you see our people coming from the north side, when we are traveling, normal travel, when we move normally, we are traveling from the north to the eastern side, or from the north to any part of the south. Do they go with comfort? Do you see any police escort? Do you see any police escort following them? When the Southerners are coming back home, you don't see a police escort. What you see, highest maybe the company of the car that owns the company will take one escort inside their vehicle. They have one escort in their vehicle. And most of the time, their escort is not well equipped. But you saw a police convoy escorting these criminals back to their place. You saw a police convoy escorting the terrorists back to the north. And I tell you, something is going to happen. Even though you are not taking us serious, they are calling us a Ekperiman. They call us all kind of name. They call us Abakere. They call us a Ekperiman. With all those name calling, you are calling us. The Janjaweed is getting this. They are getting it directly. They are hearing our message. They are getting our message and they are vacating Biafra land. They are vacating Biafra land. And I don't go and relax and say they are vacating. They are preparing. They know it's not going to be a child's play. They know you cannot take the life of a Biafran and you expect them to keep quiet and watch you. They know. They know what is coming. And you see them returning back to their base. You see them returning back. You saw convoy taking them back to their base. You're welcome, my sister Adazion. Thank you for joining. You saw convoy taking them back to their base. And that will continue to happen. A lot have been happening in secret until this video was captured. If you are taking the countdown of Biafran for a joke, I'm sorry for you. I am really, really sorry for you. If you are one of those who is taking out for a joke, they are noisemakers. They don't have a job. They are just making noise. Don't worry. Don't worry. If you are taking it for a joke, don't worry. I just pray that you have opportunity to repent. Just pray and pray hard that you will have an opportunity to repent. But I tell you, it can never ever be business as usual. Dolo folks, thank you for joining. It can never ever be like business as usual. If you're a Biafran and you still think it's a child's play, I am sorry for you. We can't help you. After seeing everything that is happening today, after seeing the kind of preparation that the Northerners are making, the movement they are making from the south to the north, every Biafran, every Oduduwa person, every Middle Beltan supposed to have to prepare themselves. They are supposed to be much more prepared than ever. When you see the exodus of the Northerners from the south back to the north, you have to know that something is fishing. And I thank you, because we Biafrans, we are working with time. That is why I'm happy. Chukwu Okike gave us people that works with time. Chukwu Okike gave us people that works with time. You're welcome, Willie Atims. Thank you for joining, Willie Atims. Chukwu Okike gave us, blessed us with people that work with time, people that don't joke with their time. And that is why Mazen Nnamdi started early. Mazen Nnamdi started early. When he went to the United States to ask our fellow Biafrans to equip him. When he went to World Igbo Congress to tell them to equip him for what is about to come so that he can be able to defend the father's land, they called him a bluff. They called him a joker. They called him a warmonger. They called him a troublemaker. Today, what is happening? Today, what is happening? The war is on our doorstep. The war has started. The war is going on. At the same time, who is the one standing for you? Still, Mazen Nnamdi. Even though he's in captivity, every instrument he has put in place is still what is keeping you. Mazen Samuel that you see today that is handling issues is a disciple of Mazen Nnamdi. Spiritual son of Mazen Nnamdi. Taking messages from the heart of Mazen Nnamdi and giving you and I. May Chukwu Okike continue to bless Mazen Nnamdi wherever he is. May Chukwu Okike continue to secure him. The war has come. It is no longer a prediction. Every one of you here must have seen the exodus of the Northerns. Exodus of the Northerns from the south to the north. You saw the exodus. You saw luxurious box. And they are going with escort. You see, there are certain things you have to be. When certain things happen, there are things you got to pick up in it. For the fact they are going in convoy with escort, that shows you the preference they have as Fulanis. But those of us who are from the south, both the Oduduwa and the Biafrans, when you are making your move and moving from the northern part of Nigeria to the southern part of Nigeria, do you have any escort? Even when the government know that the terrorists are there, the terrorists are the ones occupying the whole northern states. They know the danger in the road, yet they will never give you any protection. They won't give you any escort. They will not. But movement from the southern part of Nigeria to the north, as their people are going, they gave them all manner of escort and convoy to go back. And I tell you, something is about to happen. If you are a Biafran, if you are a Southerner, and you see that exodus of the north, and yet you are sleeping, I'm sorry. I don't know the kind of brain you have. If after seeing the exodus of the Northerners from the southern part of Nigeria, moving back to their side, and your conscience doesn't touch you, you didn't wake up and begin to prepare yourself, your heart is not telling you anything, it means you are not human. And we can't help you. We cannot help you. The main reason why we come online on daily basis, autopiloted group and so many other people, we are coming online because of Biafran people. We are coming online, they create awareness that Biafran people wake up. As for international communities, we have shouted and shouted and shouted. We have gone even to their doorstep to give information. We have gone to their doorstep to supply enough information. So, our shouting today is not because of the international community to come. That the small chicken that the hawk carried is crying and shouting, not because he will be rescued, not because the hawk will leave him, but just because let the world hear his voice. Let the world hear its voice. That is why he's shouting. That's why he shouted. When a hawk come and pick up a chicken, small chicken, that chicken will be crying. He's not crying that the hawk will leave him. He's not crying that he will have any rescue, but he's crying that the world will hear his voice. Today, every single thing we are saying, we are not saying it because any international community is come and save us. No. We know already that they will not come. We are not shouting for them to come and say, we know they will not come. But we are shouting, so that they will hear our voice. Let them not say we did not shout. Let them not say they did not know. As it stands today, there is nobody in the planet Earth that will say he doesn't know about the plight of the Biafran people. If there is nothing Mazen Nandekan have achieved, Mazen Nandekan achieve the level onto which every single human being on the planet Earth today knows about the issue of Biafra. It is very rare. It is very rare to go into a country today and they say they don't know about Biafra issue. It is very rare to go to any country in the world today and you will not see people who know fully well about the situation of Biafra. The government of the world, they know. United Nations is aware. Amnesty International is aware. All the world powers are aware. They are aware of what they are going through. But they have refused to do anything. They kept silent because of their own interest. Time has come when you and I will pursue our own interest. The time has come when you and I, you that is watching me, you and I, we have to pursue our own interest, and that time is now. That time is now. Any place you are, come out in mass and begin to think of what you're going to do to protect yourself. If you're in Biafra land, begin to prepare yourself. You heard the announcement to sit at home. Starting from the 8th. 8 is a sit at home. 9, 10, 11, 12, no sit at home. Till 14. You must have to pay attention. It is no longer a joke. If you think it's a joke, it is not a joke. And this time, it will be enforced. It will be enforced. It will be enforced. From December 9th up to 12th. 13th is a break. Then 14th. Water. You'll be hearing water. You think it's a water Pro Max. It has been taken to a different level. Please, as you are watching, I beg you in the name of Chugo Kabema to give a like to this program. Give a like. Click like. When you click like, it will trigger the algorithm to send information to other people. When you are clicking like, you are inviting other people to this very platform to get the information. That is why it is important that when you get to a platform, autopiloted platform, click like to the broadcast. It will help information to get to other Biafrans to be able to key in into the information and get the information. Everybody must be carried along. Information is key. We don't want to leave anybody behind. Mazen Nandekano said, no single Biafra will be left behind. Nobody will be left behind. We will carry everybody along. And how are we going to carry everybody along? We will carry everybody along by information, informing everybody of the state that we are and what needs to be done. How do you do it? You do it by passing information, by sharing necessary videos, by clicking like on a platform to trigger notification for other people, for them to key in. The time has come. The hour has come. Everything I've said in a long time, it has always been prediction. People call it a prediction. They say you are predicting. Maybe some people say you are just making noise. It is no longer noise making. You have seen it. Even when these people who are in the southern part of Nigeria, even when our fellow Biafrans are not taken on serious, the Janjaweed, they are taking the autopiloted people serious. They are taking the autopiloted people. They know that we are not joking. They know that we are ready to take our freedom by force. They know, and they know that the time has come. That is why you see the convoy taking them out of Biafra land. In convoy, could you imagine? Could you imagine the number of the Janjaweed that we have in Biafra land? You know all this why when they talk, you will think that there are no Janjaweed in Biafra land. But when you see the luxurious bus that is carrying this more than 30 luxurious bus, this was just the one that was captured at the time. The movement has started in the midnight. This was one that we saw in the daytime. When you hear that the southern part of Nigeria is taken over, you think it's a joke. It is not a joke. It is not a joke. Today, they know that we are not joking. They have seen that their full soldiers cannot penetrate anywhere. But I tell you, that movement you saw signifies something. Don't take it for a joke. Do not take it for a ride. The end has come. If you're a Biafran, I beg you in the name of Chukwukaba, pay attention to this sit at home, days of sit at home. Do not forget it. Don't even make any mistake of forgetting it. I say it again. The sit at home will be enforced. Our spokesperson, Master Samuel, made it very, very clear. It is not a guesswork. You say maybe it is. I am telling you exactly the way Master Samuel made the statement, the way Biafra agreed. The Biafran people have agreed that this sit at home will be what? Enforced. And you know what it means? For us to enforce a sit at home, the ESN have to come to the street. That is what it means. And you know that what that will translate in. When the ESN are coming to enforce it, you know what is going to happen? You know the Janjaweed will come. You know the Janjaweed will come and flex their muzzle on the innocent people. That has always been their modus operandi. That has always been their modus operandi, and you know that they will always come to engage the innocent people. They can't face the ESN. It is very, 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 very obvious. Every time you hear them, they go to ESN camp. What do they come out with? Sometimes they go to people's house, private house, and they rise people and kill them, and they say they go to ESN camp. They have never been successful in any ESN camp. They have never, ever been successful in any legitimate ESN camp. And they dare not. They dare not. Because Chukwu Okike is the one guiding the camp. Chukwu Okike is the one training our volunteer force. Chukwu Okike have made a mandate. And no man born of a woman can change it. They can't. The hour has come. If you are a Biafran watching me tonight, you are a Biafran. If you have not believed in the past, I bet you, and you don't believe up to now, sorry, you might not see Biafra. You that never believe. If you never believe that Biafra is coming up to this moment, you don't believe. I tell you, you that has not believed, you might not see Biafra. At this particular point in time, when everything has become very clear that Biafra is coming, and I tell you, you must have to prepare yourself. For those who are going to sacrifice their life, who willingly will give up themselves, their blood will be on their head. As I have always said, it is not our desire that any single soul will be lost in Biafra land. It is not our desire that any single soul will be lost. Not only Biafra, any innocent soul should not be lost. Every innocent soul deserves to live. It is not our desire that any innocent soul will be lost. And that is why we are doing everything possible to sensitize people, to keep people aware of the situation and let people know how they can be able to protect and secure themselves. Because we are going into a very, very, very dangerous stage. If anybody tells you it's easy, that person deceiving you. And I won't deceive you, but I'm not frightening you. I'm not deceiving you. I'm not frightening you. Neither am I trying to make you happy. No. But I'm telling you about the reality of what is going to play out. what is going to play, the reality of what is going to play out before you and I. The only thing you have to do today is to begin to think of the way to protect yourself. And one of the ways you can be able to stay safe and protect yourself in Biafra land is to pay attention to instruction. When you hear sit at home, kindly sit at home. The information has been passed on time, so you can begin to prepare yourself from now. You can begin to get off items for yourself. You can begin to buy food, any material you can use within yourself. All those necessary items that you use, you can begin to get them ready for yourself and put them around you. The time has come. For a very long time, we have been preparing for this moment. The hour has come. Get necessary items, keep it around you. You had an announcement very, very clear. Every market in Biafra land must be shut down. It's a total lockdown. A total and absolute lockdown. Every market in Biafra land will be shut down completely. Businesses will be shut down for that 5 good days. It is a sacrifice that we must make. You know, when we are telling them there will be no election, they take it for a joke. They are taking us for a ride. When we are telling them that Biafra is going to come in a few days' time, we raised our flag. And they still think it's a joke. One step at a time. Water everywhere. One step at a time. And at this particular stage that we are in, let me tell you, Mazen Nande kind of made it clear, even while he was with us, that we have crossed the Rubicon. If we have crossed the Rubicon when Mazen Nande was with us, what do you think? What stage do you think we are in now? I ask you, if we have crossed the Rubicon while Mazen Nande was with us, what stage do you think we are in now? You think we are in the stage of listening to gossip? Or you think we are in the stage of dialogue? The time of dialogue has expired. We are in the time of restoration of Biafra. The restoration of Biafra. You are going to hear the pronouncement. It's going to happen. And I tell you, the person whom Chukwu Okekebemo is using today to pilot the affair, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the dragon, he will not leave any stone unturned. Just like Mazi Nandekano will not leave any stone unturned to make sure that Biafra comes. Mazi Nandekano told us when the time comes, he's going to be in Biafra land, he'll be in the front. And I can tell you, Mazi Nandekano is already in the front leading. He is in the front leading. He made it clear. Today he's in the front leading. And I tell you, we will not stop at anything. Nothing. No thing. No man born of a woman can stop the economy of Biafra. The mandate is the mandate of Chukwu Okekebemo. And that is why we are not shaking. That is why we don't care what anybody is saying, what anybody is doing, whatever propaganda you are bringing. It's to your pocket. You are doing it for yourself, not for us. Whatever propaganda you think you are pushing that for yourself. As for Biafrans, no man born of a woman can change our direction. The warning has been coming. And you see, I don't know whether there are still Biafrans who are living in the north. As you are seeing the northerners having their exodus back to the north, if you are in the northern side, you don't need to be told to come back home. This call has been made by Mazen Nandekan for a very long time. And Mazen Nandekan made it clear. We cannot stop fighting for Biafra because of any single person. We will not. We will not stop the struggle because of your useless hotel you have in the north. Because of the bakery you have in the north. Because of the stupid things you say you have in the north. We cannot stop the struggle because of that. If you love your life, while you see the northerners having their exodus back to their home, you should be coming back home at the same time. You don't need to be told. But of course, I know some people are going to be dumb. Of course, I know some money mongers will still be there. Some people who value property more than their life will still be there. But I tell you, if you choose to be in the north, prepare yourself. Prepare for your self-defense. I know there are many Biafrans who will still remain in the north. I tell you, if you have chosen to be in the north, gather yourselves and prepare your defense. Wherever you are, start it from there. When it starts happening, wherever you are, take it from there. I tell you, it is not going to last for a very long time. And no people, no tribe will join the zoo to fight against the Biafra in this time. No. No tribe will join the zoo to fight a war against Biafran people. It will not happen anymore. Not again. It can happen. It cannot just happen. It cannot just happen. Forget about betrayal or whatever. We don't care. Whoever want to give him his life or whatever, let him betray himself. For us, it doesn't matter anymore. The issue of betrayal is dead. We don't think about it again because we are now working on the mandate of Chukwu Okadiama. In that mandate, if you betray, it is a suicide mission. Chukwu Okadiama himself will give you your punishment, and your blood will be on your head. If you are a Biafran, and at this stage, after this suffering, after all this evil you have seen against your people, and you are still a betrayer, we cannot beg you to change. Continue in your evil. Continue in your evil. Chukwu Okadiama will deal with you. Chukwu Okadiama will deal. He will so deal with you that you will not have anybody to rescue you. Chukwu Okadiama will so deal with you that you will not have any rescue anywhere on the planet Earth. So I pity those of you who stay go engaged in betrayal. The hour has come. And I hope those people who are talking about obedient, the ones who are supporting the election of P2P, I hope they saw those movement. They saw that movement. You saw those movement from south to north. You saw the movement from south to north. Do you think that if these people genuinely want election, that they will remain, they will move? Do you think that if these Fulani people in Biafra land genuinely wanted to, you think that if they wanted election, they will leave? They will not leave, of course. They will be there to give their people the vote they wanted. Because they know most of them can never get their vote in Biafra land. So if they were actually hoping for the 2023 election, they wouldn't tell their people to go. They wouldn't give that notice to send their people back to where they are coming from. You wouldn't see that movement. You would not see that evacuation from the south to the north. You won't see it. But because they already know that the election is not going to hold. Even when you, that is a Biafran, is playing about it, we talk about it, you think it's a joke. The Fulani Janjaweed knows that it's a reality. They know that we are not for a joke. They know that it's true. That election is not going to hold in Biafra land, more especially. They know. Even in the zoo, election is not going to hold. That is why you are seeing the exodus. And then, when you see that exodus, you remember the message of Oboda Melafia. You remember what Oboda Melafia said? That in 2022, they are going to create a war. That exodus is not for nothing. It's not for a joke. It's not for fun. It is not for fun. Northerners don't just move. They don't just move like that for fun. Northerners don't move back to their hometown for fun like that. No. The only people that have such massive exodus is the Christians. And this is December time. This is the December period where people migrate. All the Christians migrate from the north and they come down to the south. The only time you see such kind of exodus is when Christians are making their celebration. You don't see that in Christmas. You don't see that within the Muslim festival. No, you don't have such exodus. But you saw them. You saw them. And let me tell you, that very luxury you saw them using, those very bosses you saw them using, it was granted to them free. The Arewa know about that. The Northern Forum know about that movement. The Northern Forum know about that movement and they sponsored it. But what is Ohaneze doing? What is Ohaneze doing? Nothing. They pretend as if they don't know what is going on. What about the politicians? They pretend as if they don't know what is going on. And they are still talking about politics. Even when the people you are talking about politics are getting ready to destroy you. Getting ready to destroy you. You are waiting until when the death comes to your doorstep before you begin to realize that yes, it is time to run. Let me tell you, if you are living in the north, this is the time you still have time. Just if you are living in the north and you're from the southern part of Nigeria, you better run in the daytime. This is the time for you to navigate. This is the time for you to change your location. Except you have the confidence that you can be able to defend yourself over there. For us, the Biafran people, we would never stop on what we are doing because of you. No. Yeah. Wasn't Nanika very clear? We can't stop anything. We can't say, because for what? Does your life worth more than the 5 million people that died? 5 million Biafrans that lost their life. Don't they say, oh, are you worth more than them? Are you worth more than the 28 able men that was killed in the home of Mazen Nandekan? Do you worth more than them? Are you worth more than our commanders that have lost their life? Our mothers and children that have been raped? You worth more than them? We cannot stop at anything. It doesn't matter your propaganda and your blackmail. We will not stop. Forward ever and backward never. I thank Chukwu Okikabia that they're getting the message. The Janjaweed is getting the message. Not the Department of Saboteur that are busy talking about the picture. Go and put Mazen Nandekane picture, change your profile. Mad people everywhere. Change your profile with a green, white, green. Forcing Mazen Nandekane into Nigeria again. This is how evil this Department of Saboteur are. Evil men. But I thank Chukwu Okikabia have exposed them, using someone to expose them so much that they are confused. Someone have exposed them that they have become, every single thing they do today becomes shameful. Just like Master Samuel told their chief mole, told their chief mole, the Kara white man, that anytime he opens his mouth will be smelling. Anytime he opens his mouth, it will be smelling. And he thought it was a joke. He went and opened his mouth. It oozed everywhere. The ooze of the mouth that he opened is still oozing everywhere. He cannot recover. The same thing with this Department of Saboteur. While we are in a critical time, a time that solution is needed, a time that people have to unite together and go for freedom, they are still busy talking about irrelevant issues. You're welcome, Benjamin. Thank you for joining. They are still there talking about irrelevant issues, things that doesn't matter. In a time you are witnessing before your own very eyes the heavy attack on your own people on different angles, the Fulani terrorists attacking your people, killing them. When I see horrible, most of you must have seen horrible videos that are coming out from Enugu State and some other places. You must have seen videos that are coming out from Enugu State. See the way people are being slaughtered like animals, massacred and butchered like into pieces. Human being. A human being, including children cut into pieces. And after saying this, all you have to do is to tell Biafrans to change their profile picture to Mazen Nandekano. To which Mazen Nandekano? The green and white green Mazen Nandekano. That is the one you want us to change. When we know fully well that our spokesperson Mazen Simon Ekpa has said it and made it clear. He has been following the guideline and instruction of Mazen Nandekan, and Mazen Nandekan himself made it clear to us that it is either Biafra or nothing. It is either Biafra or death. Mazen Nandekan went further to tell us that we must defend Biafra land. That our resolve, our collective resolve, is to defend Biafra land at all cost. He went further to say that even if it's only one person that survived in the process, that one person will exist and go on. But instead of Biafra not to come, that the zoo will burn down to ashes. Instead of Biafra not to come, the zoo will burn down to ashes. You think it's a joke, right? You think it's a joke? No problem. It's better that you don't even take us serious. It is better that it happened to you by surprise. It is better. But unfortunately, the people whom we are engaging, they know. And they know that we are not for a joke. That is why you are seeing that exodus. But when you are seeing that exodus, you prepare yourself. You, that is a Biafran, pay attention to instruction. The seat at home will be enforced. I say it again. The seat at home will be enforced. The seat at home will be enforced. ESN are going to come to the street. You know what that means. You know what that means. They don't, you know their duties in the bush, they never come to the street. But I'm telling you that they're coming to the street to enforce the seat at home. You know what that means. Leave the street open for the ESN and the Janjaweed because they will come. Leave the street open. Be in your home. Lock up your doors. Be in your home. Just be in your compound. Let the street be for the ESN and the Boko Haram Janjaweed. After the 5 days, you come and count result. After the 5 days, you come and count the result. Let's see if they will still talk about election or not. Water. Pro Max. Extended to high definition. Water Pro Max. Extended to high definition. And there is no going back until Biafra comes. See, some of you are not paying attention. Mazen Nandekano made it clear that when the dragon flag was raised, it will never come down until Biafra comes. Agnes Taylor, you're welcome. Mazen Nandekano spelled it out that the dragon flag will not come down until Biafra comes. He didn't miss word when he was saying it. He wasn't playing around it. He wasn't joking about it. He made it clear. It was a direct message that the dragon flag will never go down until Biafra comes. While he was with us, he made that statement. And today, we have the dragon himself carrying the flag. And you think it will go down? Today, the dragon himself is carrying the flag. And you think that flag will go down? You're a joker. And in one word again, Master Nanakan said that in armed struggle, as immediately you pick arms, you must not drop that arms until you get your freedom. You don't drop your arms. That is why if you are not ready, you don't have to pick arms. Because if you pick arms, you are gone. If you pick it and drop it, you are gone. Master Nanakan explained it that whenever we pick up arms, it will not go down. Once you pick it up, it will not go down. And when you see Mazen Nandekano hand over instruments to the ESN, you should know that they are not going to drop it until Biafra comes. And they will not hesitate to use it when the time comes. That time has come. Biafran, any place you are watching from, I tell you, I beg you in the name of Chukwukabiam, pay attention. Before I go, I have to remind you of the dates again. The sit at home, 5 good days sit at home. Send the information to your family and friends. Share this video. Please, if you have not shared the video, make sure we are almost 126 people here. Every one of you should make sure you share the video to one person. Click like and share the video to one person. Information is key. As you are watching me on the comment section, you are part of the media. The media is not only the autopiloted media that is pronounced. No. Those of us who are coming out by our face, coming to talk, we are doing our own job. You also that is in the comment section, you are part of the media. And what you have to do is to make sure you share the broadcast to one person, at least one person. If you're in any platform, make sure you share the information to one platform and then click like. Click like. At this time is a time that we must not be economical with any information. If you hear something, say something. If you hear something, pass it on. That is the only way we can stay alive. Information is key. Information is key. If every one of us is informed, we are going to save a huge number of lives. While we are passing all this information, to make sure that we reduce the collateral damage, to make sure that the collateral damage is reduced to 0 if possible. How are we going to do it? It is by your own support. It is by your own support. Chukwu, you're welcome. It is by your own support, by sharing the video. As you have joined this platform, you click like. Liking the video is not going to take anything from you. You are only helping the information to get to your neighbor. When you like, the algorithm will trigger and it will send notification to other people. Amechi Jonas, my brother, thank you for joining. Amechi, thank you so much. You are always here. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. Just click a like and share. Your like and share will help to extend information. You are part of the media. As you are on that comment section watching, as you are watching the comment section, you are part of the media. It is not only those of us who are being called autopilot media. No, you that is on the comment section, you are part of the autopilot media. And you have to play your own role by helping to share the information. possibly make it go viral. At this point in time, every information is key. Every information is key. At this particular point in time, every information is key. There is nothing we can do except the super chat link is there. You can see it there. The super chat link is there. It's not hidden. It is there on the comment section where you're commenting. You see the dollar sign. That is where you see the super chat sign from. Where you see the dollar sign from there. You click on that dollar sign near the there. You're gonna see it. It's always there. So information is key. Every one of us, we are on the media, and we must have to make sure that we send out every information required. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Igwe. Thank you so much, Igwe. Thank you for sharing. That is what we're supposed to do. Because at this particular point in time, this is the time where every information is very, very important. We must have to make sure that none of our brothers or none of our sisters is left behind. We have to make sure that none of our brother or none of our sister is left behind. Every one of us must have to key in. Every one of us must have to key in. Pay attention to the time that we are in. We are all part of the media. Don't allow any information to escape you. Even your families back home, send the information to them. Send it to them. Send the information to your families at home. It will save life. It is not our wish or our desire. It is not our wish that anybody anywhere should lose his life. We don't want anybody to lose his life. We don't want any single person to lose his life. We will do everything possible to save as many people as possible. We save as many lives as possible. We want to reduce the collateral damage to zero. We have died enough. They have killed us enough. We have lost a lot of lives, and we will not continue to lose life in Biafra land. Not again. Never again. But you are going to help. You are going to help by sharing information. You will help. I will do my own part. I will do the talking. I will do the sharing also. You will help and share. Extend the message that people will hear it and know the path to follow. Every instruction is important. We are entering into a very dangerous time. It is so sad that even in Biafra land, so many people are not getting the information. Some people in Biafra land think they don't take it. You see, that is one thing. When you are in the field, sometimes you don't see certain dangers. There are dangers that people who are outside the pitch will see, but you that is in that pitch will not see it. There are some danger. People outside the pitch will see, but you that is in the pitch will not see those dangers. That is why I tell you, at this particular point in time, every hand must be on deck. Every hand must be on deck. Any place you are on the planet Earth and you are a Biafran, wake up, do the needful. If you are in Biafra mainly, begin to think of how to prepare yourself and equip yourself and how to defend yourself, at least defend your family. There are so many information that Man Samanaka have given in the past. Man Samanaka have gone to the extent of giving instruction that people should, marketplaces, mainly the market people should form a group. They should form a security group. Or call it a response group. Call it any name. It's not compulsory, I must register it. Call it a response group. Likewise, in your street, in your area, any place you are, form a response group. In your street, you can just call your friends in your street, form a response group. When you hear the cry of your own brother, you run to their support. When somebody gets injured, you rush and give the help you can. This is how we survived this sinful war in 1967. That was how we survived the 3 years war that was fought empty-handed with nothing. Fighting against the world powers, against the United States, Russia, UK. They were all together fighting against the Biafran. And we survived it for 3 years. And they said no victor, no vanquish. And after then, they continue to kill us up to today as you're watching the video. But I tell you, never again. Never again. The time has come when we will take our destiny into our own hand. And that is why it has become very, very necessary that everybody should wake up. It is no longer time to sleep. You must wake up. You must. It's a must. Except you want to pay in with your life, you want to sacrifice your life, that is your business. For those who want to sacrifice, because we know there are people, some people, Biafrans, who have already sacrificed their life, just like those ones who are saying that over their dead body will Biafra come. If somebody can open his or her mouth and make such a statement, already you know that that person is a dead person. For those who have said over their dead body, these are people who have made the sacrifice of themselves. And I beg them, what I'm telling them, to help their family to buy a casket and keep in advance, so that their family will not be running helter-skelter to look for money. Buy a casket and keep, because if you are one of those who have sworn and say over your dead body, whatever happens to you, you will be responsible for it. Your blood will be on your head, because that's your dead body. It's drawing close. You are going to die. In a short while, you will be no more. Begin to do anything. Begin to make your last wish. If you have a will, begin to hand it over. Because we will experiment you into Biafra. It doesn't matter. Call us any name. You call us experiment. Eh? With that experiment, we will experimentize you into Biafra in few days' time. In few days' time, we will experimentize you into Biafra. Is it Abakaleke? We will Abakaleke you into Biafra. In case that is the one you choose to talk. We will Abakaleke you into Biafra. And I tell you, the whole Biafran people have reached a resolve. We have resolved to defend Biafran land by all means possible. That is our resolve as Biafrans. And that is where we stand. For those who are still talking about the election, the obedient people, I pity them, because most of them are going to pay dearly. One Nigeria is going to sample them and they will pay dearly with their life. So many of them are going to pay. They should pray hard. I tell them most of the time, they should pray hard to have somewhere to fall onto. They should have somewhere to fall onto when the shock is going to come on them. Because it will come. When the shock is going to come on them, they should have somewhere to fall onto. But as for us, who knows our direction and where we're going, we are not deterred. We are not moving an inch. We are not shaking. Consistency personified. That is what Mazen Nandekano said. We are consistency personified, and nothing can change that. That is how you know the people who are following Mazen Nandekano. I always tell you, if you want to know the original and real followers of Mazen Nandekano, go and check how consistent those people have been. That is one thing you have to figure out. How consistent a person is will make you to know if he's a follower of Mazen Nandekano or not. How truthful somebody is will make you know if he's a follower of Mazen Nandekano or not. You cannot be a liar and you be a follower of Mazen Nandekano. You cannot be lying about everything in the struggle and you be a follower of Mazen. You cannot be just a cheap blackmailer and you say you're a follower of Mazen Nandekano. It is so shameful what I see. There was one I saw. Somebody who has been preaching Mazen Nandekano, playing the message of Mazen Nandekano, all of a sudden, he went and brought the arch enemy of Mazen Nandekano and began to interview him. To talk who is responsible for the killings in Biafra land. Is it the Fulani responsible or who? When I saw that, when I saw some people who were posting, I just laughed. I said, this is insanity. Some people don't have shame. Some people don't have shame going back to your vomit. Some people don't have shame. For somebody who is a follower of Mazen Nandekano, who said he's talking about Biafra, fighting for your freedom, and you went and bring somebody like that animal, an arch enemy of Mazen Nandekano, for an interview to talk about who is responsible for the killings in Biafra land and who is not responsible. Making caricature of themselves, thinking that they're making caricature of Biafra. You cannot make caricature of Biafra struggle. You can't. You can't make caricature of Biafra. You can only make caricature of yourself. And let me tell you, there is no amount of thing you will make that will make you relevant. There is nothing you will do on the planet Earth that will make you relevant. You can never, ever, ever be relevant anymore. You can't. It doesn't matter how you keep trying. The more you continue to dip yourself into those things you are trying to be relevant, it will dip you more. It will begin to sink you more. It will sink you more into irrelevance. Don't fight with your God. Don't tempt your God. For a very long time, you've been warned and you refuse. You choose the other path. Today, you have chosen the path of destruction, and you see where it's landed you. For a long time, the dragon warned. He warned you. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. My hands are clean. Don't fight me. My hands are clean. Don't fight an innocent person. I have nothing against you. Don't fight me. Stop peddling lies against me. If you fight me, Biafran people will come against you. People thought it was a joke. Every single one of them that fought against Master Samaneko, Biafrans have torn them into pieces. And finally, you saw how we shredded the last man standing. We shredded him into pieces. We shredded into pieces. Their last leader, we shredded him into pieces. Today, he doesn't have a foothold anymore. Master Samaneko told him, any day you open your mouth to speak, it will be smelling. And that is what is happening. Any day he opens his mouth, it will be smelling. And since then, he thought it was a joke. He came to try it. And when he tried, that was where he nailed himself completely. When they advertised him and called him for the mega interview, that was where he nailed himself and destroyed himself totally. And today, the breeze have blown and we see the underneath of the fowl. Today, he's running to his paymasters to defend him and begin to change the narrative. You can't change the narrative when it comes to Biafra issue. You cannot. You cannot change the narrative. You do know what you're talking about? When it comes to Biafra issue, once you go against the struggle, once you go against the will of Chukwu Kabiyama, you will be destroyed and disseminated completely. Social media, we own it. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu took away social media and handed it over to us, and we are holding it firm. Conventional media can talk all manner of their trash. Conventional media can push all propaganda they want, but as far as social media is still available, their propaganda cannot cross the ceiling. As far as social media still exists, their propaganda cannot cross the ceiling. We will decimate them and destroy all their useless languages and rubbish they are talking. We shred them into pieces. That is what we do on social media. A place where Chukwu Kabiyama has given us the grace to speak and say things the way it is. Not telling lies, not blackmailing people, saying things the way it is, saying the truth and nothing but the truth. If you can't handle the truth, go and jump into the river, jump into the ocean. If you can't handle the truth, go and hug the transformer. Who cares? My only worry and care is my fellow Biafrans. I'm only concerned about my fellow and genuine Biafrans who want freedom, who are crying day in, day out, who are being persecuted, who are being dehumanized. They are the people I'm concerned about. Our mothers, who are making waves against all attack, against all propaganda, against all waves, against all evil that is happening. Our mothers are standing firm, making difference. Even in the face of death, our mothers are still coming out, leading from the front. And you want me to keep silent? They are the people I'm concerned about, not you, the saboteurs, not you that doesn't want freedom, not you that want people to beg you before you support the ESN. You want people to beg you, lie down and beg you and prostrate and talk to you 1 million times before you support ESN. There are people who are devoting their time to support ESN. Some don't eat. They put their money for that ESN. People you see donated, not because they have excess. Some are given the what they have. The widow's mite they have, they donate it. And Chukwu Kabiyama breathe into it. And you see that little that they have, that little urine that they gather together will begin to form a huge river. And you will begin to see difference. Because today, we are in the right hand. We are not in the right hand of Nzama people, who after making donation, they will use it to go and pay their own bills. We are not in the hand of the Nzama people, who after making donation, they will use it to go and settle their own issues and then allow Biafra to continue to complain and cry. We are not in that era. That is one thing you have to be happy about. Chukwu have blessed us with genuine people. People who know the right thing to say, the right thing to do at that time. Our spokesperson, Mazi Samanepa and Honorable Azoka, doing wonderfully well, giving a serious, a legitimate and genuine account for every single penny that gets into their hands. Giving a good account of every single effort you are putting on to secure the ESN. We will not stop. We will not stop. We will continue to fight until we get our freedom. No man born of a woman can stop it. No man born of a woman can stop our freedom. You can't. You can't. It doesn't matter how you try. The more you try, the more you fail. So you better stop trying. The more you try, the more you fail. You better stop trying. Because the children of Chukwu, we will never stop. And we will never relent in pursuing that, which is the time that Chukwu has given us. And our freedom will definitely come. Our freedom will come. No man born of a woman can deny us our freedom. No man born of a woman can deny us our freedom. We will get our freedom. I appreciate everyone who have connected on this program today. Before I go, let me again announce the days of the sit at home. Very important. So that when you are telling someone, you will know what to tell him. The sit at home starts on the 9th of December. 9th of December being Friday. 9th of December being Friday. We have a sit at home on the 9th. We have a sit at home on the 10th. We have a sit at home on the 11th. We have a sit at home on the 12th being Monday. From Friday till Monday is a sit at home. Then on Tuesday, there's a break. On Tuesday, there's a break. And again, Wednesday, December 14th is another sit at home. So the sit at home starts from Friday up until Monday. Friday up until Monday. Tuesday is a rest day. Tuesday is a free day. And then Wednesday, the sit at home resumes. You must pay attention. This is an agreement reached by the whole Biafrans. We want to make that sacrifice once and for all. We want to make that sacrifice once and for all. And the time is now. Any place you are watching from, I appreciate everybody who has been patient to be with me on this broadcast. I didn't know I'm going to stay this long. But you know, the message of Biafra, as you continue to preach the message, more information will be coming and you'll be dishing out informations. That is how it works. I don't write my messages. I don't write it. All I need to do is to listen directly from our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, get my own information, and then I push it forward. That is it. I didn't know I'm going to spend this much time around, but I thank everybody who has been able to join me on this broadcast up to this moment. Please, if you have not shared this broadcast, kindly share. I beg you in the name of Chukwu Kabiama, share. If you have not liked this program yet, click like. If you have not liked this program, please click like. Your liking is going to trigger information to others to join. Click like. If you're not like this, please click like and share. Make sure you share to one person. Make sure you share to one platform or one person. I appreciate everybody who has been patient to join me from the beginning of this broadcast up to now. I thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every Biafran all over the world, wherever you may be. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every Oduduwa person, wherever it may be. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all the Middle Belters. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect everybody that is genuinely seeking for freedom on the planet Earth. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all our security outfits. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect the ESN, the volunteer force on the ground, as we are marching into a very difficult time. We commit the ESN into the hand of Almighty God. We commit the ESN into the hand of Chukwu Okike as we are marching into a very difficult time, starting from number 8 of December. May Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to guide and protect the ESN. Give them one wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. May Chukwu Okikabiyama build a wall of fire around them, defend them and secure them. Let there be a spiritual defense for our ESN as they are moving into this difficult time, as they are moving into this kind of difficult time of engagement. May Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to guide and protect every one of them. Every other armed group that is going to join in the enforcement of this very procedure that we are in, to the leading to liberation of Biafra land, the BNL, the BNG, may Chukwu Okikabiyama guide and protect and secure every one of them. May Chukwu Okikabiyama guide and protect the Umuada, secure the Umuada, Honorable Azoka, wherever you may be. May Chukwu Okikabiyama guide and protect Honorable Azoka, secure Honorable Azoka and her family. All the Umuada who are working tirelessly on daily basis to see that things are working right. May Chukwu Okikabiyama guide and protect all the Umuada and their families. The autopilot media, every member of the media of autopilot, may Chukwu Okikabiyama guide and protect every one of us. Secure us, give us strength and power to continue to march on until the last minute. Anything of division, of distraction, may Chukwu Okikabiyama take it away from us. We commit the Oduduwa people in general of Almighty Chukwu Okikabiyama to guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okikabiyama guide and protect Sunday Igboho. Guide and secure Professor Akintoye. Secure them, give them wisdom to continue to march on until they get to the promised land. May Chukwu Okikabiyama guide and protect our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa. As we are getting to the stage of difficult decisions, a time that this difficult decision will be made, may Chukwu Okikabiyama grant him that mental toughness, increase his mental toughness, increase his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This is a critical time where he will be taking some difficult decisions. May Chukwu Okikabiyama increase his wisdom. As Chukwu Okikabiyama has promised him that he's going to give him 1,000 men wisdom, let that wisdom increase. Let that wisdom increase. Let that wisdom increase. May Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to guide and protect and secure him spiritually and physically. No attack against him will have effect. May Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to guide and protect our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. Secure him and keep him safe. May Chukwu Okikabiyama guide and protect our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he may be. Let Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to carry Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his pants. Continue to guide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, protect him, secure him, and save him from every attack. Every poison that has been injected into the body of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, may Chukwu Okikabiyama neutralize it. Whatever attack that will come to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whatever distraction, any trouble in his heart, in his body, may Chukwu Okikabiyama send us doctors spiritually to continue to heal him. May Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to bear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his hands. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be secured and he will join us very, very soon. As he is in the war front, he will be an overcomer. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining me on this program. I appreciate everyone who has contributed in one way or the other in this program. And I say, may Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to guide and protect you and secure you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Okikabiyama. Thank you and stay safe. Bye-bye.